I'm down Pegwell Bay Nature Reserve at the moment, a very special nature reserve, one that couldn't have any more accreditations if it tried, and it is of course a site of special scientific interest. And I wanted to talk about one specific part that National Grid want to tear open in order to bring the SeaLink cable in. So you've heard of the Save Minster Marshes and the Rethink SeaLink. You know, National Grid want to bring a power cable in, and I thought I would just talk about this specific bit here and what National Grid want to do, right? So I've only got one arm, so I can't do much pointing because I've done my arm in. Anyway, in that pool now, we've got shell duck, we've got snipe, we often get avocet, we've got heron, we've got egrets, we've got shovelers, lots of black-headed gulls. We've got a lot of stuff in there. We get some really special wildlife in this pool. And National Grid want to tear open the heart of that pool there, that pool, saltwater pool, to trench their cable through and then go under the golf course the other side. So they want to bring their cable round from Suffolk, round the Kent coast in a clockwise direction and in here through Pegwell Bay, right through a blimmin' nature reserve, right? And they'll tear open this pool to run their cable through it. It will cause irreversible damage. And they did a similar thing in 2006 with Project Nemo when they brought a cable in. And what happened was this pool was mostly fresh water. But what happened is they scarred it when they brought the cable in from the sea, and now salt water gets in and penetrates the lake. So it's altered the complexity of this lagoon that is a site of special scientific interest. You know, they've destroyed it and it hasn't recovered. The salt marsh where they came through hasn't recovered, and they're planning to do it again. And people are quite surprised to learn that they want to rip right through the heart of this pool with to open trench and run a cable through. But that's what they want to do. So out at sea, they'll kind of be laying it on the seabed. Then as they come to landfall, they'll start trenching it with an open trench. And they often use words like, it will be trenchless where feasible. So when they say that, they obviously don't mean they're going to be trenchless. But yeah, they're going to rip through the heart of that pool right there. Isn't it absolutely outrageous? And I want to show you something down here. This is sort of for the locals that live in this area. I'll take a little walk down here because they've done something similar before, but this time around it's going to be worse. So this SeaLink development is going to cause utter devastation, especially with the machinery and the plant out there, to Pegwell Bay, and then it's going to go on to cause irreversible damage and devastation out on the Minster Marsh. You know, we do every now and again have meetings. This is a long project, this thing, so we're going to be having meetings going forward, and we already have had quite a lot of meetings. It takes about 45 minutes to explain the whole thing, but utterly careless and utterly giant project. Now this bund here, this chalk bund, is absolutely lethal, right? This was the doings of National Grid with Project Nemo. When you walk up here, it is slippy, like it is hard to walk up because it is so slippy and chalky, and very often people fall over on it. And you know, you come into this nature reserve and you used to be greeted with an open vista of the nature reserve, and now when you pull into this reserve here, you're greeted with this chalk bund that obscures the view of the sea, and it's just horrendously slippy and dangerous. And you know, there's a play park over there for kids, dog walkers come down here, people come down here. Every day people are slipping over on this chalk bund when it's wet. It's not too bad in the summer, but in the winter it is an absolute death trap. And of course I've fallen over on it before as well. Yeah, so can you believe that? So that's kind of a bit about the destruction in this very particular area of their massive project, and of course there's going to be devastation elsewhere and a lot more things affected, but I just wanted to give people kind of an idea that they're going to be bringing a trench right through the heart of that lagoon. It's utterly outrageous, isn't it? So do keep in touch and keep talking about the SeaLink project. Kent Wildlife Trust are running the Rethink SeaLink campaign. Check that out, just Google it. And then there's the Save Minster Marshes campaign. Head to minstermarshes.com and they've got a Facebook group. Keep talking about it. And if you get time, email people about it in power. So email your MP about it, email your local councillors about it. You don't have to email them a big long email with loads of specific detail. Just let your councillors and the local members of parliament, let them know you're concerned. You could simply write them one sentence that says, I'm worried about the devastation of SeaLink, what are you going to do about it? And that's it, something nice. It can be as simple as you like or as complex as you like. keep talking about it, because this is a long ongoing project, and National Grid are going to be putting their plans in springtime, I think it is now. It was going to be this autumn winter, but now it's going to be springtime. So we're going to be talking about it a bit going forward, and I'm going to be doing more posts about it, as I have and I will continue to do so, just as I see fit, talk about things. And for those of you that want to take the time to watch these videos and get an idea, thank you. Cheers guys.